Hello and welcome. Today we want to look at different ways of adding numbers in MS Excel. Some of the people may think that adding is simple as they might think, but there are certain ways of adding with different results, especially if you are dealing with a sheet which can dynamically be worked on by adding more columns or more rows. It is important to know different ways of adding and whether this particular method is appropriate for which situation. Today we are going to look at three main ways of adding in MS Excel. The first one is by using the plus sign, which is the simplest, and some of the people use it a lot. We will look at the advantage of this method and also disadvantage of it. The next one is by using the sum function. And in the sum function, you will be adding a comma-separated list of numbers. You can use this method especially if you want to select specific numbers between a range of numbers where you will be skipping some of the numbers. It is important to use this sum function with the list, and you will be pressing down the control key while clicking different numbers. If you don't want to jump, if the numbers are consecutive, one following each other, you can press down the shift button and drag on top of the numbers and put a comma and keep on pressing the control key whenever you want to jump some numbers. All those methods can be used using this sum function, where we use the sum function with the list of numbers. The third method which we look at is using the sum function but with a range of cells containing number, where you just drag, and this range simply means you are selecting numbers from between this point to the other point. All numbers in between are included. And this method is very, very common, and we will see how advantageous it is by selecting with the ranges compared to lists. Let's jump and do it practically on MS Excel sheet. Now I am on Excel sheet here. I will demonstrate this by using some data, just fictitious for the purpose of the lesson. Let's assume that we are recording here quantities sold by salespeople. It could be a business where several people come and sell different products and you record. So here we have salesperson. Then we also have quantity. Each person has sold. Let me put borders so that it looks neat. I will go ahead and choose here all borders like that. I will also center this maybe in the middle and make this bold, just like that. So let me go ahead and write the names of salespeople. For example, here we have Frank. I could be having Jeff, Jones, Clark, and maybe Grace. And here I want to do a total so that I know the total quantity sold at any particular time. Let me center those and put some figures here. Assuming Frank sold 103, Jeff 85, Jones 97, Clark 120, Grace 65, like that. I will go ahead and I want this border between the total and the names to be thicker. So I will just select like that. Then I will come here to under borders. I will scroll and choose more borders. I will go ahead and choose a thicker border by clicking. Then I will come to my left border and click like this. So you can see it will apply like this. When I click OK, it has already applied a thicker border. Now let's go ahead and calculate the total using the first method where we are using the plus sign. So the first thing when you are starting the calculation is to put the equal sign. Then since I want to use pluses, I will just click and type a plus. Click, put a plus, click, plus, click, plus. Here it is hiding, so what I can do is just to type directly the cell of reference. This is F2, okay? So I can just go ahead and type F2 here and press enter. If you don't want it to hide, you just expand it a bit like this, so that there is more space for the formula. So you can see by clicking this, I can see all my totals here, which is okay. Now you can see how we have added using the plus sign. I will go ahead and use the sum function with the list. So I will just click equal sign and write sum, then double click it from the list. So I will press enter. I will press control key down and keep clicking. Each time I click, you can see here it is giving me a list of numbers with commas, so I can even jump some of it. This method is suitable especially if you want to be jumping some numbers, but in this case I don't want to jump. I will go ahead and click my cells and the fifth one, so pressing enter, I get for 70. Okay, let me write for 70 here. So the answer is 470. Now let us do the second method where we are going to use the range. So that is equal sign sum, double click it, and I will just drag across until F, then close the bracket and press enter. You are getting 470. So those are methods of adding numbers. Now let us look at the main reason why one might be required and another one might not be required. Assuming after some times there is a new salesperson who has joined and sold like 50 pieces, and we want to include that person here. Now using the first method, which was like this, equal sign, click, plus click, plus click, plus click, plus click until F, then pressing enter. Using this method, even if you insert a new column here with the new figure, the total will not be adjusted because it will be skipping whatever new new cell has been inserted with that figure. Let us do it practically. I will right click before Grace and insert a column here. Then I will write here Bob as the new salesperson. When I type 50 for Bob, pressing enter, you can see our total is still 470. So each time you are using this method of adding, you must be aware that the totaling will not be adjusted. You have to readjust it manually. So that is like a disadvantage of using this method. Same to using some function with the list. The same will also happen. Let us do it. Let me put equal sign here. Before that, let me remove this Bob. Right click, delete for Bob. So here, let me do equal sign sum. This time I want to put a list. I will press Control key on the keyboard and click second one, third, fourth, and fifth, and pressing enter, I get 470. So if I click here, you can see this is a list. So if I come and add Bob before Grace here, and write here Bob, and give Bob the figure 50, the total is still 470. So when you are using some function with the list, comma separated list, note that if there are any adjustments in the columns and there is a new column which has been added, you will be required manually to adjust the total by doing recalculation. Let us now go ahead and see the advantage of using the range, because with the range, the totals are automatically updated. The totaling is automatically updated each time you insert a new column. So let me do the one with the range, equal sign, sum, double click it, and select this range, and close the range and press enter. So whenever there is a range and you insert any new figure in between the range, the total will be recalculated. Let me insert Bob now before Grace and see what will happen here. Write Bob and type here 50. Press enter. You can see our figure now has switched to 520, because each time you insert a new column or several columns between the range, the change is automatically taken care of, because you can see the range, it is picking from B2 to G2. So whatever is added between B and G will be taken care of. So that is the advantage of using ranges. Ranges which are separated by colon. Of course, you can see there's a colon separating the range. So each time you are working on your project and in future you are most likely to add new columns, consider using the range.